Well, first and foremost, welcome to a night with our color guards and drum lines here at the North Penn community. Glad to see everybody here this evening. It's good to see everyone. We consider this night special in many ways. We consider it special because we are celebrating an end to a season, another chapter in our history book, which is pretty lengthy, and especially another proud chapter. And I believe that we all share a sense of accomplishment, each and every person here, parents and friends, alumni, brothers and sisters, staff, in what takes place in the school district in terms of the arts. It goes without saying that we are thankful as a performance ensembles. We are thankful as a staff for the support of the school district, for all those extra steps that people take to make this work, especially the parents who put all the extra time in, and as you can see, some of these major efforts that are placed on the floor. Now, as the years have gone by, we have evolved quite a bit, and you're going to see some of that evolution this evening. You're going to witness this evolution in terms of this live art form that's going to take place in front of you tonight. That is a special spot, I think, in our arts process, in the arts in the district, that we do have this extra step. It's a special spot because there's nothing like a live performance. There is nothing like it. It's genuinely one of the enrichments that we have as human beings, and it's one of those things which we have right here tonight at 3 different levels. The first level you're going to witness is our middle school, consisting of 8th and 9th graders, and they are from the school district. They have, like the other units, have started back in December. And I might add that some of these activities indoor are an addition to and a continuation of the activities from the outdoor season. And it wasn't so long ago that, in fact, it was, well, maybe it was so long ago, 1979, when at the time the band director was Mr. Frederick, and he thought, well, let's have some indoor activities here. And ever since, it has grown. It has been very successful in many levels. And tomorrow, this year, 1998, comes to fruition. And we thought it is, and it has been very important to share this with you. So we have organized, once again, this personal performance for you, the supporters, and the alumni, and the present students, and parents, and friends of this indoor community. Okay, first of all, I'd like to introduce some people for you. Karen Wenthold. Karen is the director of the junior high. Recognize Karen because she has been supportive to this program for many, many years, and we are very grateful for her efforts. And then we have with Karen, Michelle Milburn, and Michelle's one of the key designers, and one of the ladies has been with the junior high program this year from the fall into the winter season, and has been a great aid and assistance in that program. And Sean Farilla. And Sean is a gentleman who has placed the program on the stage and is a major part in that process as well. Not here tonight for a variety of reasons. Andrea Gerhardt, Megan Driscoll, and John Kramer, who are also big parts in this process. I thank all those folks too. Okay, what we're going to do, we're going to start out with our first performance. As you can see, the stage is set. The performers will deliver their program for this year. We're going to take a moment and talk a little bit how it was put together. We'll take a look at the interior of the program and perhaps talk about some of its aspects. And then they'll perform again for you. So we're going to do 2 for you at this point, and we're going to start. And this is the 1998 A Peanut Gallery, presented by the edition of Night Vision. And we're very proud, North Penn School District is proud to present the 1998 Night Vision. Ladies. The audience is ready. Is the color guard ready? All right. Night vision, you may take the floor for exhibition.
Never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
Thank you, ladies. I'd like to take a moment to recognize the members, and ladies, as I announce your name, if you can come forward, and we'll hold the applause to the end for everybody. Erin Gilbert. Erin. There you go. Georgina Toulouse, who unfortunately is not able to be here this evening, but thank you, Georgina. Carol Crimmins. Carol. Meredith Evans. Katie Riley. Cynthia Hart. Courtney Fullerton. Courtney. Angela Mayers. Denise Bauer. Denise Bauer, yeah. Emily Housel. Lauren Roberts. Cara LaFleur. Jen Bartos. And Michelle Bauer. Michelle. The members of the 1998 Night Vision. I would like to take a moment also to recognize the crew who do a lot of work behind the scenes along with the parents. Jen McCarty. Jen, come on out. And Melissa McConnell. Melissa, they're busy working back there. And Amanda Mitchell. And Brian Edline. Okay. Thank you for their extra help. A lot of extra time put into this without a doubt. Thank you, folks. Okay, what we're going to take a look at real quick at this point is one of the parts of this program, and I'm going to explain a little bit, perhaps some insight in how this is put together, as well as what the adjudicators, oh boy, may be looking at. This particular part of the program, we use the red flag section, and you just witnessed it. What's going to happen here, there are two parts to it, and these parts are pretty much the building stones to other programs, being percussively built or color guard built, and that is, there's a staging drill idea, and then it is placed with a multiple range of responsibilities. And sometimes those responsibilities is how they're playing the drum or what they're playing on the percussion instrument. Sometimes the responsibility is what is done with the equipment. So we're going to take two parts, and I guess, Sean, you ready to click this? Okay. The multiple responsibilities here are twofold. One is you're going to see motion in a drill, okay? And the other one is you're going to see equipment being spun over, what they call layered over the drill responsibility. And they're going to demonstrate this one particular phrase, and then we're going to stop for a moment and I'll show you some differences. This is part of the finale in the program.
What's that? No. Oh no, I was going to do it
Okay. Now, what you saw there are several issues. One is that there's a responsibility in how they're moving through the drill. The other one is how the equipment is layered on, and it is what we refer to as a vertical spin quality. Ladies, can we just do the spin? Just do the spin. Set up for the spin. Can we just spin for a moment? Spin. 4 for nothing? Just go ahead. Just start spinning. Now, vertical, because it is flat to the front, it is to the audience in a manner that it is presented clearly, and this is done with drill. Now, if I could just stop for a second, yeah? And face me, ladies. Just face this way and do the same thing. Spin. 1, there you go. And it's meant to be squared off to the audience, in this case would be you, in this case me, so you get a side angle of that. Now, I'd like to demonstrate the difference, thank you, demonstrate the difference with what they call carving in space. What is one of the applications and one of the differences in depth of design. And what we'll show now is the next Hulk section. See a variety of ideas being presented with the flagpole, including that release, which is a very difficult release. And into the finale. Okay. So, what you saw there was a combination of body efforts, and then the quality of the equipment changed from the vertical flat and began to carve and to what they call explore the kinesphere. Officially is what they call that. And what it does is adds depth to the program, certainly adds a difference to the phrase before. When the girls go back and we perform this the second time, you'll see how that changes musically and how that locks into that particular effort. It enriches the program, and we get a series of support in terms of the judges, in terms of the range that the girls are performing in. I wanted to sample that for you. Thank you very much, ladies. We're set for another performance. And now for your visual pleasure once again, the 1998 Night Vision. Is the guard ready? Are you ready? Night Vision, you may enter the floor in exhibition.
Never been able to keep a kite in the air, never won a game of checkers, and never successfully punted a football? Sometimes I marvel at his consistency.
Okay, you'll see the canvas change, and when we change this canvas, we will begin to set up for the next part of the program.
Okay, without sound system for a moment. So I'd like you to take in what the drum line goes through in several stages. Setting up a stage usually is one of them. Another one is tuning in and getting mentally set to perform, which we're going to demonstrate some of their exercises for you. Here we go. see, there is a various levels of preparation that takes place to perform this program you're about to watch. I'd like to take a moment to introduce some staff folks. We have first and foremost the director of our percussion ensemble, Mr. Tom Kelly. We have, along with Tom, the gentleman who has staged and placed the act on the floor, Mr. Steve Kolb. We have one of the gentlemen who takes care of the detailed and technical applications in the program, Mr. Rob Meisner, for the We have as well, at this point, somebody who takes care of the ensemble, the musical playing, how they play together, Mr. Rich Hammond, who's assisting in the program. The lady who teaches our color guard ladies in here, who assists and puts in the program with their application, is Katrina Little. We have two gentlemen who assist in the use of the percussion, the battery application, the pit application to the program. The gentleman is here tonight, Mr. Eric Williamson. Mr. Dan O'Neill is not here this evening. And one other gentleman is not here tonight to assist in the technical application of the tenor players, Mr. Andy Rudnick. And the gentleman who helps and assists in the application technique of the bass drums, Mr. Larry Williams. Okay. We will introduce the performers after they've done this one round, and we're about to start.
There's another individual that has also helped us put this program together. It's Mr. Eric Kitchen, the gentleman right here. What we'd like to do for you, we will also do 2 performances this evening. We're just going to set it up and do it. And once we get done, they're going to need a little bit of a breather before we get into it again. And I'm going to go through some aspects of the program as well and maybe explain a few of the things that you're going to be seeing in the next 5.5 minutes or so. So, without any further ado, is the drum line ready? Yes, indeed, folks. I'll tell you what, there were over 60 drum lines in Dayton, Ohio this recent weekend, and various levels of competition. Our drum line here at North Penn competes at the world level, similar to our color guard, and they placed 8th of all those drum lines, so we're very, very proud. Before we announce the students' names, I would like to explain a little bit about what you just saw. Some of you may be a little bit taken back. It is theater, and that's what we're trying to do. The art of percussion has developed and evolved into what you just saw. And a lot of times we like to relate to it in a theater aspect. So there's a lot of different challenges that are placed upon the performer, not necessarily from a rudimental playing standpoint, but from a body contribution, a body effort, a dance role. We had them singing up here. A lot of you hopefully caught some of the facial expressions. I know a lot of people in the front 2 rows did. But the idea in conveying some kind of characteristic is what we've been trying to teach these young performers. And it's kind of, we're taking it to the edge a little bit, but again, the arts of voodoo and spells is essentially the theme of our program. Hopefully you got that if we did our job right in programming and putting the show together. We are not masochists, we are not Satanisms or anything like that. We're just trying to get a point across to you in a theatrical sense. We will be doing the program one more time. It is a very challenging program from a performer standpoint. It's physically demanding. These young performers go through quite a bit of physical preparation as well as the mental aspects of the program. So we'll give them a few minutes to gather their thoughts and we'll crank it up again. What I would like to do, however, is announce the performers, and if they can come forward or at least raise their hand or moan. You can moan. Do that quite a bit. We have, and if you could hold your applause till the end, we'll get through the list of 33 rather quickly. Lena Min, Steve Archer, Aaron Blake, Brian Bushman, Aaron Hamlin, Shane Sereno, Michael Cleary, Jamie Cook. He plays the bass, could you tell? Josh Cressman. I thought he played the piano. David Deuce. Natasha Downing. Christina Emerly. Anthony Fano. John Frederick. Rob Gerhardt. Andrew Holstein. Nicole Jansen. Megan LaFleur. Andrew Lurch. Katie Love. Heather Mascaro. That's with an A. Michael Moore. Dan Pilquist. Jerry Clement. Jess Prowance. She is so into this role, it's scary. Annette Rebels, Max Stone, Randall Stryack, Chrissy Thompson, Amy Walton, William Warner, Michael Wojcik, and Christy Zabrodsky. Now, we're going to crank this up again, and as I said, it is a show about spells. We do have a main character that is actually in control of what's going on. You may want to look for the times that the performers are under a spell and when they're not. She's later joined by her disciples, that's the ladies in the black and the beads and the crazy hair. And they also get involved in the art of control. We did a lot of research on voodoo and tried to come up with some ideas that actually can fit into our musical program. Some of you may recognize the music that we're using. It's some selections from Santana, as well as a middle production by the Yellow Jackets. It's a very interesting program. I'd like to tell you that it didn't start this way back in January. It has evolved over the months. So, we will crank it up one more time, and we hope you enjoy the program. Okay, looks like the audience is ready. North Penn, is the drum line ready? North Penn, you may take the floor in exhibition. The Northern High School Indoor Percussion Ensemble.
And the same thing going on the floor. There is a time in which you set up the floor. Okay, moving right along. You're going to take your witness now the warm-up process. It's one thing how the floor is set up. The next step that takes place is they're going to do a little bit of equipment warm-up. As soon as this is set up. Now, as you look at this, you can imagine what it is like to plan such an event. The planning part from not only putting it together, but the mechanic of it getting through doorways, because that's how it's built. Mr. Rush, Lawrence Rush, was the engineer. The engineer behind this process, and it was quite remarkable to see it all come together. A lot of people were involved in that process, and we certainly are grateful to this unique stage, without a doubt. As you can see as well, color plays a big part into the program. There is a message in the color that you'll have a chance to connect to. We'll talk a little bit as we go on. It's also a program that's based off of a classical piece of music, one of the greats, if you will, by Stravinsky's The Rite of Spring. Now, The Rite of Spring in itself has many unique qualities to it. Some of those qualities are based off of string ideas, some of them are brass ideas. It was written at a very tumultuous time for the composer, Igor Stravinsky, and you could feel that in the music. Now, as is the case, people have certain interpretations. Sometimes we let the audience interpret what they wish, and find in the program what they find to be interesting. There is a process, and I'll explain a little at the break a little bit about that process of how it came together. The performers are going to do a little bit of equipment warm-up, and then we should be ready to go. As you watch the equipment warm-up, you're going to see a lot of detail in the equipment warm-up. A lot of that is their ensemble perspective, and that is how they look at things around them. There's a certain synergy and connection to the ensemble, and a lot of this has to do with just their simple awareness. Simple in some cases, very, very delicate and difficult in other cases. And you'll see some of that. You'll notice the detail in the stop positions. Each one of these exercises is based off of a part of their program. Some of it is simply muscle training. Some of it is the detail in the effort itself that offers clarity and excellence in how they perform it. You're seeing the next step in the warm-up, which is the part where they start working on the release of equipment. A lot of that has to do with where they start from the release point. And you saw some of the detail on the right line do that. You see some other details. This is certainly one of the more difficult applications to the equipment. You can see that the height of the releases grow. And of course, the higher the equipment, the more difficult the moment. A lot of detail. You'll see a lot of detail. Gives you an idea of the different parts. You can see from the side what this would look like. You get assembling a taste, if you will, of each of the areas and what they offer. And you'll see how it all comes together in a moment. Okay. Thank you, ladies. Thank you. I'd like to take a moment now to introduce the staff. First and foremost, a gentleman who's put a lot of heart, a lot of time, a lot of work into this is the director of the Guard, Mr. Brian Stout. One of the creators in this process with us this evening, Mr. Josh Allen. Along with Josh, and assisting in the writing process is a gentleman named Craig Biesecker and Michelle Owens, who are not here tonight. The gentlemen who assist in all kinds of levels in how the program is put on the floor and also in how technically it's performed with Mr. Bill Anders. And Mr. Mark Metz, Dr. Mark Metz, and Mr. Keith Overton also assist in their consulting, and we appreciate that from them. Okay. What you're going to witness, folks, is a program that on this past weekend in Ohio, there were over 200 high school units from across the country and at the various levels of competition, but this unit was in the world class, and of those 200 or so, they placed 18th. So we're very excited about that. Okay, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the 1998 North Penn Visual Ensemble. Is the Guard ready? Think they're ready? They take the floor in exhibition. All right. As you can see, there is a lot there. They're going to set up again for another performance. I'm going to just take a moment to take a look at a couple of the parts of the program to show the different levels, because there are several levels. There's the one of staging and the use of equipment that we had talked about earlier this evening when we watched the middle school. And as you can see, for the obvious differences, there's a bit more difficulty here. There's also one of expression, which is not too often locked into or understood in terms of the performers. And what it is that there is a quality within the show that takes it to another level. And sometimes it is the intensity of the music which invigorates the designer to say that this means a certain thing, either direct and hard, or soft and pretty, depending on the moment musically. So we're going to take a look at those two spots as soon as we're ready. I'd like to just take another moment to remind you, on May 15th, 7:30, we're having an all-bands concert in the auditorium. Our award-winning jazz band and our award-winning lab bands who are performed that night, along with our concert band and our wind ensembles, and that's all going to be on May 15th, so please join us for another evening of youth performance. We're going to take just two quick portions of the show and show you some of the expressive qualities within those two portions. One part is the opening. Now, the beginning of The Rite of Spring has the connotation of growth. And if you could use your imagination a little bit, this entire stage with that opening idea was built on the concept of the primordial muck. This part of our science where we believed where life began, where the water existed and so on and so forth. The blue flags that add in later is a water quality. The green flag is the plant quality, okay? And then the finale is a culmination of those ideas. So we're going to take the opening idea, and I guess what I'd like you just to focus on is the facial qualities, okay, first and foremost, and then the expressive choices. Now, expressive choice in this case is how the body is the contributing factor. But the writing and the choreography takes place in the softness of the body line. Softness, indirect, expressive quality. You should be able to see in the performers' faces a message. So we'll take that right now. Ready? Again, this is the very beginning idea, and I want you to take a look at the detail of the expressive quality built within this moment. And we're ready to go? Good. You get an idea, if you will, of some of the softer choices. You get an idea from the performers' faces and the motion that they use, what it meant to be indirect and soft, and therefore capturing that particular quality of the soundtrack. We're going to shift gears real quick. Now, in a stark contrast to what you just saw, you're going to see now direct and hard. You'll see it not only in how the equipment choices are written, and the fact that there is equipment is in itself a statement about the moment, but also facial expressions and the motion and the choices that take place here. So I'm just going to sample this so that you see the differences in expressive quality. Here we go. Okay, thank you, ladies. You get an idea now the differences in choices, and that's rewarded, obviously, because the performer now has a wider range of responsibilities. The soft and pretty, the hard and direct. Okay, we're going to set up for one more performance. Here we go. Okay? Okay, North Penn Visual Ensemble. Is the color guard ready? Ladies, is the color guard ready? That's what I thought. And for your entertainment folks, the 1998 North Penn Visual Ensemble. right, thank you very much, ladies. Thank you. I would like, if we can have all the members of tonight's performing units come out on the floor for a second, please. All the performers, come on out. Percussionists, middle school, high school.
That's the visual.
Visual? Oh, yes, thank you. One of the things I take a moment to do before we leave here, and it's a very important step, pardon me, is the members of our visual ensemble. In the rifle line, we have Amanda Berry. Amanda, step forward, please. We have Lori Carbone. Come forward. There you go, Lori. And we have Marissa Johnson. Marissa. Katie Laps. Amanda Miller. Natalie Schmidt. And Dawn Williamson in our rifle line. In our flags, we have Jen Biondo, who's not with us this weekend, but we were thinking about Jen. Lisa Bierbaum. Terry Blaze. Heather Brish. Jean Kramer. Emma Hill. Dana Honeywell. Claire Cruiser. Sally Melvin. Carly Shaw. Laurie Sheets. And Jen Tober. In our sabers, we have Susan Bortz. Lindsay Cleva. Lindsay. Allison LaFleur. Tiffany Rush. Holly Sensinger. Jen Siegel. And Laura Smith. Could our seniors step forward, please? Seniors? Seniors will come forward and take a bow. Seniors, been many years of everybody, all the seniors. Michael? Yeah. I'd like to thank all the seniors for lots of them. Where's our percussion seniors? Percussion seniors, come forward, please. All the percussion seniors. Ladies and gentlemen, these are our fine, exciting members of our visual ensembles and our percussion ensembles. Thank you all for your support here tonight. Good luck tomorrow, folks. Have a great one.